smartest path to $10,000 a month in 2025. And before you click off this video, no, it's not SMMA. No, it's not copywriting. No, it's not starting a personal brand. It's not starting a school community. It's not dropshipping. It's not trading. It's not affiliate marketing. And I personally have made over $500,000 in profit using this method, okay? Here are some screenshots: 16K a day, a few payments, 11K a day, 3.8K a day, $2,000 a day, almost 3K a day. And here's a bank deposit, wire transfer of almost $12,000, okay? And I know what you're going to tell me. Ernest, you can fake these screenshots. So easy to fake screenshots nowadays. Cool, that's cool. But you can't really fake my life for the past 4 years. And, I've been sharing all of this on my Instagram consistently for almost 4 years. 4 years, right? You can check out my Instagram. As well as sharing all of this, being on a yacht with a bunch of entrepreneurs in Dubai office, another Dubai office, just life in Dubai. Cool lifestyle, essentially. Being with my friend on a yacht in Dubai, just two of us, okay? Miami Brickell, traveling around the world, jet skis, a private jet, Miami to Tampa, Florida, Bali. Me and my friends in Cancun, okay? Another Dubai yacht. This is my birthday, actually, this year with a bunch of entrepreneurs on a yacht in Dubai in March. Here's another picture from that. So hopefully this at least makes you want to listen to what I have to say, because according to ChatGPT, our attention span is about 8 seconds, and a goldfish has an attention span of around 9 seconds. So if you watch this whole video, you're about 99% further than most people. So, all right, what's the smartest path to $10,000 a month in 2025? Drum roll, all right? It's exactly what I did to make my first $500,000 online. And it's called IG automation. So this is one of my brands. It's called Passionate Income. You can check it out after the video. But essentially, it's a faceless brand, okay? It's a faceless brand, and you probably follow a bunch of them without even knowing it. I talk to a lot of people, and they're like, yeah, I've been following all these pages, but I never thought they're making money. Duh, like, why do you think they're doing it? Just for fun? They're doing it for, 5 years straight, uploading 3 to 5 posts a day just because they love it? No, like, that's their career, that's their business. So you can check it out after the video. But the reason why, I love Instagram automation is, first of all, it's very beginner friendly. And all you need is 1 to 2 hours a day and a rough understanding of how Instagram works to make this happen. You see, like, when you see all these YouTubers and gurus and everyone talk about starting a business online, they literally choose the hardest path ever. Like, they choose the most complex businesses. Take, for example, starting an agency or SMMA or doing copywriting. This applies to all pretty much providing services, online to business owners. Starting a ghostwriting agency or starting, whatever agency you can think of. It can be growth operating, starting a school community for creators and stuff. As a beginner, you have literally nothing of value to provide to a business owner because you haven't got any actual skills yet. It's just natural, right? You're a beginner. How can you actually help like a business owner when a business owner is making like 50 grand a month, 100 grand a month? And you're like, hey, I'll come into your business and I'll double your business, because I have this agency. Just having an agency doesn't mean shit. Like, just starting an agency, you can literally whip up a website in 10 seconds and have an agency, And an agency is nothing else than consulting, right? It's just like all done for you consulting. And that's what an agency is. You come in, you're like, hey, I'm a guy who helps businesses scale doing X, Y, Z, and you do it for them in a done for you way. So if you're a beginner who has no experience or actual skills, how can you just jump into being a consultant? Like, you can't, right? Because you're just a beginner. You don't really have actual experience in that field. How can you be a consultant? So I don't think you can. And, you're competing, again, with giant agencies providing the same exact service. So you can start a copywriting agency or growth operating agency or whatever agency you want. But there are giant agencies out there in the world who are providing the same exact service, and they can guarantee results because they work with thousands of clients, right? So you see, I'm a business owner myself, and don't get me wrong, I work with agencies. There is money in agencies, but I'm talking about the smartest path to $10,000 a month, okay? From zero or from 1K or from whatever, but smartest path to that. If we're talking about 10 to 100K, okay, maybe there's an agency play there you can do. But as a beginner, agency is definitely not the way. And I believe agencies make money because I worked with over 20 agencies. And I learned pretty quickly when I became a business owner and started making money to only work with agencies who have a bunch of experience in the field, okay? As a business owner myself, I choose to pay $3,000 rather than paying $1,500 for a service if it means I'll make $5,000 more in revenue working with the right agency, right? It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple business economics, and it's not rocket science at all. And by the way, do you feel comfortable charging someone $1,500 to $5,000 on a sales call, with a business owner for a service you have no idea how to actually deliver? I mean, that's I won't answer that. I'm just asking you. Probably the answer is no if you're a beginner, right? What about dropshipping? Everyone's talking about dropshipping. I mean, I won't even start. The truth is, I met a lot of successful people in e-commerce, but they've been in e-commerce for 10 years plus, okay? And it's definitely not a beginner-friendly business. You see, you have way too many moving pieces. I mean, even with dropshipping, you need to handle physical products. Physical products break, shipping, customer service, running ads, a bunch of money spent on ads without actually knowing what works and what doesn't. You have to have so many different skills to actually run a profitable, successful e-commerce business. It's not as easy, okay? You actually have to have solid skills in marketing, sales, product delivery, product management, and everything, okay? What about a personal brand? There are so many people talking about, hey, just become a creator, create your personal brand, create your Instagram or TikTok, start a school community, sell a digital product, all of that. That's pretty cool. That's a cool business model. But you see, when you're a beginner, people won't listen to you because if you haven't done anything cool yet, like no one's gonna actually listen to what you have to say, right? The reason why you see all these YouTubers pop up because they have something cool they've done already. And the reason why you're still watching this video is because I have over 1 million followers and I made over $500,000 from that. And before that, I didn't make any videos or really have a personal brand as per se. So if I would be a beginner, I would have nothing of value to share in the first place. I could just document my journey, but you can't really scale that as a business, right? So let's get back to Instagram automation. So you literally can grow a huge brand, just like my student Richard did, by following simple 3 steps. Here's Richard's page. He has more pages, but one of his pages. You can check it out. You've probably seen it already, okay? Maybe you've seen it on Instagram if you're active on Instagram. Or you can use the same 3-step system that my student Ivan used to grow the biggest AI page and now has over 6 million follower network on Instagram. This is his page, okay? One of the best AI pages on Instagram, a crazy brand. He worked with a bunch of people, and he literally was presented on stage by Mark Zuckerberg at the recent Meta's AI event. Here's a screenshot of that, okay? Like, he was there, okay, at the Meta event in San Francisco a few weeks back, and here's him with me in the Caribbean chilling. It's actually, if you go back in the video, I showed this picture already. And he actually came to my coaching program 2 years ago with zero knowledge about Instagram pages. And now, he came back a few weeks ago to do this interview specifically for my coaching students where he talked about, it says 3 million follower network. Now he has 6 million, okay, because he acquired a few crazy, huge pages. So he has 6 million network on Instagram, and he charges up to $5,000 per promo on like his sponsored posts on his page, right? And all that because he executed the 3 steps correctly as a complete beginner. But enough talking about the success stories, because if you want to see more of them, you can definitely find them in my other videos on YouTube channel, or you can follow me on Instagram. I have like a results tab. I share a bunch of different results, and I have over 100 plus success stories similar to that. So what are those 3 simple to follow steps? So here they are. So first of all, posting 3 original pieces of content per day with my automated system after you choose the right niche. So you've seen a few examples, of these pages. Maybe you follow some of them, or maybe you follow similar pages. But what they all have in common is, number 1, original content, consistent content, and they're posting 3 or more times a day to grow that audience, essentially. But they're on a daily basis, they're posting original, really good content, right? Second moving piece is just growing the following on Instagram, right? You can't really monetize a business which relies on having a big audience with no followers, right? So you actually need to grow the following on Instagram. And then the third moving piece is actually monetizing, by closing brand deals, getting sponsors, getting shout outs, and then obviously as well, growing an email newsletter. So let's uncover all that. So you post 3 posts a day. You just make sure the pieces of content are what people want to see exactly. And there's a simple strategy behind it. You don't need to come up with a piece of content just out of thin air. You're like, yeah, I think people want to see this. No, there are literally strategies where you can find what people want to see exactly as of today, like what's going viral today, and just use that in your advantage. It's relatively simple, and all you actually need to do is find what's working well for others today and then apply it to your page. And you can actually do all of this in around 30 minutes a day with my automated system, okay? So obviously, if you just start from absolute zero, not knowing anything, and you try to do this all on your own, posting 3 times a day is going to take you multiple hours per day. But with the right system in place, you can literally spend like 30 minutes a day doing this, okay? And it's pretty simple, and it doesn't cost a lot of money to do, okay? Step 2 is actually growing, which, with proper growth strategies, well, let's say you can do pretty quick. So if you put out content that people actually want to see and that's going viral today, you're going to grow regardless. And you can have many different growth strategies which will help you grow more. Like my coaching clients are growing every single day. I have coaching clients who grow 20,000 followers per day, literally. Like as an example, my student Fabian grew from 20,000 followers to 1 million followers in less than 4 months. 4 months or so, okay? And that's his page, The Fearless Impact. He grew that fully organically, not spending a single penny on ads or anything like that. And I started working with him around a year ago, okay? He only had 20,000 followers. He already started his page, but he had no idea what to do. And now he has 1 million followers, okay? Which is really cool. So obviously step 3, the third moving piece is monetization, which I'm a master of, okay? So you essentially scale your brand deals with brands which will pay you anywhere between $1,000 to $5,000 per post to promote them, okay? So when you have an audience, like people see that, brands see that, they're like, let's get in front of that audience and let's sponsor this page so they promote us, okay? That's essentially how it works. Big companies have massive marketing budgets, billions and billions of dollars, and all you need is a small piece of that. And the great thing working with big brands, they don't care about $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. They don't really care about that. They'll pay you that money overnight. You'll post the post, and that's it. They'll send you the creative. The post is up. That's it. It's all fulfilled. All you needed to do is take a creative that they sent you, post it on your page. It's a sponsored post. Keep it up there for around 24 hours, depending on the promo. And that's it. The money's yours, okay? You don't need to do any fulfillment, client service, anything like that. You just charge them, put the post up. That's it. The money's yours. And on top of that, you can create an email newsletter with active readers who are eager to buy your stuff if done right. Also, I've done videos on newsletters. You can monetize newsletters in so many different ways. But if you just collect a bunch of people who are eager to buy your stuff, even if you don't have a product yet, but they have an avatar of a person who buys stuff online, you're going to make a bunch of money from just having an email newsletter. So this is exactly how I helped Anthony to scale from 2K a month to 8K a month in a matter of only 6 weeks. Okay, so you can see June 17th. He said, just joined. I got accepted into the community and I'm super excited to be here. I'm 19 years old and I'm looking to scale my existing account, uncover AI, and scale this account to pretty much $100,000 a year. Looking forward to dive in. And after working with me for only 6 weeks or so, maybe he did the launch like when we were 5.5 weeks in. The launch was like a week. So he did $8,000 that launch, which is pretty crazy when you think about it. And now he's growing his email newsletter further. He already passed 300,000 followers on his Instagram account. So why am I so certain here, saying this is like the smartest path for you to hit 10K a month? Like, you can do so many different things, right? But why is this the smartest path? So, well, you see, this is very beginner friendly. And as you saw, you only really have 3 moving pieces at the beginning. Obviously, when you want to scale to huge numbers, $100,000 a month, $1 million a month, there are faceless brands doing that. There are a lot of more moving pieces, but just to make 10K a month and live the life of freedom, all you need is 3 moving pieces, handle those, and it can get pretty easily automated. I have a team on Passionate Income on my newsletter and on my Instagram account, where I have a 9 people team, okay, which are all freelancers, all online, and they've been running the whole business for over a year now. All I do is I just pay them a salary, and that's it. But it's all outsourced. I don't do anything for Passionate Income. I don't do anything for my newsletter. I have a copywriter who manages the whole newsletter. I have multiple people creating content for Passionate Income to make sure, we're putting out the best content out there, which actually converts into money. Number 2 is if you build an actual faceless brand, okay, it's not going anywhere. After you build your audience, you can keep making money from it for as long as you put a product in front of them or you put a sponsor in front of them. That's it. It's as simple as that, I've been running this business for 4 years and I had this audience for a while now, and I have the same audience. I'm making more and more money every single month from the same exact audience, okay? Because when you have an audience, you can keep on monetizing it. You don't need to refresh your business every single month like you need to do with other businesses, where it's every single month you start from 0 and then you're what should I do here, So essentially, you build it up once and it's there forever. It's like a cash cow for you, right? Number 3 is you don't need to be on camera or show your face to do this at all. I talk to a lot of people who work in corporate, or they're a doctor or someone like that, and they're like, you know what, man, I really don't want to put myself on social media. I'm scared to get fired, or, I just don't want to be in front of the camera. Maybe people will judge me. Or maybe you're pretty young and you're still in school or college, and you're I don't really want people to be oh, he's creating content, he's trying to be an influencer or whatever. Totally cool. You don't need to show your face at all. You don't need to be in front of the camera. You don't need to talk in front of the camera. You don't need to do anything. Even when you close deals, even when you sell products, you don't need to show yourself. Even when you close sponsorship deals, it all goes through DMs or just a simple phone call, okay? They just ask, hey, how much you want? You tell your price, you negotiate, and that's it, right? I have clients of mine who I've never seen their face of, okay? They just joined the meeting. I work with them. I chat with them, on WhatsApp. They joined the meeting without the camera. I never seen their face, and they're making thousands of dollars every single month by doing this. So you don't need, any extreme skills to do this. For example, for an agency, you need to be good at marketing. You need to be good at sales. You need to be good at product delivery and product creation and offer creation and all of these different moving pieces. But with this, with just a bit of video editing and, understanding of algorithms, especially Instagram algorithm, you're pretty much good to go. And the best part is, and why I think this is the smartest path to 10K a month, is after you actually hit the 10K a month mark, it doesn't stop there. There are a lot of businesses which you can get to 10,000 and then you're stuck at that number. That's it. Like, that is the cap of the whole business. I have multiple students doing over $20,000 a month with this, and you can pretty much do as much as you want. Like, I've been doing more and more and more every single month since I started, and you can scale this up. Obviously, it gets more complex as you go. It just naturally, business gets more complex. The more revenue you do, you work with more people or you have more sales or whatever. It gets more complex, but it doesn't stop at 10K a month. You can scale further if you want, and if you don't, you can just stay at like 10K a month. Okay, you're making 10K a month. It's working. You just keep doing what's working, and all of a sudden, you're just consistently making 10K a month in profit, and that's it. So, what does this all mean for you? Okay, it means you'll be able to, number one, work 1 to 2 hours a day. Okay, which is great. Think of a year down the line, just working 1 to 2 hours a day, making more than 10K a month or 10K a month, working from anywhere around the world, okay, helping your family, living in any country in the world that you love, that you like the climate, you like the people, you're like, you know what, I'll just move there because I can work online from anywhere, from my phone, Instagram. If you can have Instagram in that country, you can do this. And, it's pretty simple after that. And then it means that you'll be able to have true freedom in your life. And when I say that, I mean, you'll have enough money. You won't need to listen to a boss or anyone like that. And you'll just be able to travel, work online from anywhere in the world, and actually have freedom of your time as well, which, let's say you want to go to Bali or you want to go to Mexico, which I've done. And I visited 26 countries as of today. So let's say you want to go there. You can just pull up with your phone, maybe your laptop, and run the whole operation from there. Work 1 to 2 hours a day, and the rest of the day, do whatever you want. Pick up new hobbies. I started learning Spanish because I just have so much time, so much free time. So I'm like, you know what? I'll learn a new language and I'll travel more. I'm trying to learn many different things. I'm really passionate about martial arts, and that's true freedom for me. I've been doing martial arts for around 13 years now, if not 14. Okay, so I really love that. I love going sparring. I love going to the gym, and I have time to do it. Okay, I can do all of this and run my business and make money for myself and do it from anywhere around the world. So if you're listening to all of this and you're like, Arnas, this sounds great, but I have no idea where to start, I have good news for you. So just like I helped all these people I showed you previously to grow their Instagram automation business, I can help you as well. So I work with a very limited amount of people, and I only have a few spots on my actual calendar for people who are serious. Because like I mentioned before, I prefer freedom. So I'd rather be somewhere in the world doing whatever I want, working on my hobbies and enjoying my life than just working all day. So I work with a very limited amount of people because obviously I coach everyone personally, right? I work with everyone personally. So if you want my help with it, DM me the word coach on Instagram @ownerarnas, and I'll see if I can even help. I'll see you in the next one.